Hey everybody. Today is March 6th, 2017. What do we want to talk about today? Let's see. Today let's talk about obsessed. I'll be the first one to tell you that I get obsessed about something. Like this, for instance, video games. I get obsessed with video games. When I get my mind set on something and start to play it, then I want to play it until I finish it. And it bugs my wife, but Uh, when I find something new I want to do, for instance, making a video, I get kind of obsessed about it, and I like to talk about it to people. I like to talk about it to anybody. I want to do it for however much time it keeps my attention. So, when some people call it perfectionist, some people call it obsessed. It just depends on how you're looking at the word. When I work on something or I try to fix something, I want it to be perfect, at least the way it was when I first started. But then I'll get it going and it might be a little bit off, but it's still, I've had to learn not to be a perfectionist about that. When it comes to building things like crafts or something, I would always try to make it perfect, and I didn't think it was that great to look at because I thought it was wrong. That was being a perfectionist. And obsessed is another, back on the subject of obsessed. Some people can be obsessed about video games. Some people can be obsessed uh, about their kids. Some people can be obsessed, looking at porn. Uh, People are obsessed with going to the bar, which causes being an alcoholic. Um, but nobody ever talks about the simple things being obsessed with. Everybody is obsessed with something. If you really think about it, breathing, everybody that breathes is obsessed with breathing. Uh, Communicating. Anybody that wants to learn different languages can get obsessed to learn different languages. I'm doing good at learning just speaking English at this point in time. Tried to do the Spanish thing. That didn't work out in high school. Uh, the only I couldn't even I say see and no. That's all I know. Uh, when it comes to being obsessed, people can be obsessed with their pets. You know, I'll be more power to them. They want to dress them up with little shirts and booties and bows and more power to them. I mean, yeah, I can't stop that. If they're obsessed about it, then just let it go. Don't worry about it. If somebody finds something passionate and they like doing it, like being an artist, they start becoming obsessed with being an artist. That drives them to do more. But then you hear about the bad things about obsessed. Obsessed with a superstar. That's called stalking. Uh, Obsessed with another woman or man, then you get in trouble for it because you're obsessed over them. You can be obsessed with your wife or your spouse or whatever you choose. Uh, but don't tell me that I shouldn't get obsessed with something. It's just that's what I'm focused on at that time. So I'll be the first one to tell you obsession. I get obsessed about stuff. When it comes to being in high school, I was used to build model cars and I was obsessed with it. Got out of that phase. Uh, when it comes to buying something, I want to find out all the information I can on it. and make my best choice, but yet other people look at me as being obsessed with trying to do it. I can't help it if I want to know that I'm getting the best deal and what the best options out there. Um, just little things like that, and nobody really thinks about the bigger things. Um, Vision, you can get obsessed with vision. Just ask a blind person. They're not obsessed with it anymore. They've learned to cope with it. But us in our everyday life, we are. Uh, Street racing. There's a good obsession. Might be illegal and get you in trouble, but people have fun with it. Look for that adrenaline rush. Uh, but people grow out of stuff. As you get older, your obsessions change, and you learn how to do other things. I guess they call that growing up. I don't know. It's just people change. That's the one constant change is change. You can always think about that. Uh, so anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about today. If you like listening to me ramble and rant and rave, subscribe to my YouTube video, Teal Boots. If you want to talk, send me a message, Teal Boots on Facebook. Anything, give me some suggestions to talk about. I'll talk about anything. Just to make the time go by. I'm kind of enjoying talking to these videos. So, see ya.